Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trying to get out of the city in this POV drive with my 2006 Mercury Grand Marquis. So let's get going. There's too many people. I don't like it. So if anyone wants to follow along my route, I'm currently here at the Lakeshore East Regatta Condominium Residence. I'm right over by Wacker. You can see over there. That's I'm by North Harbor Drive. Sorry, might be talking a little bit fast. I've been I have to keep a fast pace. So let's get going. Let's see. So we just need to spin around here. So my goal right now is to try and get to the Dan Ryan Expressway, which is 9094. I just gotta make a little scooch. And then, let's see. Let's hope we can get out of the city fairly easily. Let's see. Just gotta say, with a big car like this, I am not a big fan of driving it around here. Too many people, really big. But once you learn it, it gets easier. I'm still kind of new to driving something like this around the city. So right here, it looks like the St. Regis Hotel. Alright, let's see, we gotta go underneath. So like right here, these are some of the house cars. So guests that want to stay at the hotel that live nearby can get picked up in something like a Rivian, was that a R1S? Let's see if we can make our way out of here. I'm gonna be popping out onto Upper Wacker. Let's see, there's a ramp right there we need to watch out for. Very pretty, I will say. It's a very pretty area around here. I don't usually come up here very often because it's expensive. But yeah, it's, again, a very pretty area. I've come to enjoy it. I've been coming up here more recently. And actually up this way, we might be able to see, if anybody keeps up with my YouTube posts, I think I posted it on YouTube, that I'm going to the BFDI and II tour this summer, and up here is actually where they're going to be doing it. Let's see, we might actually pass by it. Let's see, you're going to hang a left on Stetson Avenue? I don't know. That might not take me where I want to go, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, a little bit down there on the river is the Riverwalk, so we might get a look at that in a future video. And you know, I'll be honest, I want your guys' feedback on videos. If you guys want to see certain things, if you guys want to just express how you feel about certain videos, please, you know, leave a comment. I'm currently wanting to see what you guys would think of more vlog style videos, which would include POV, like kind of POV camera workings. The lovely sounds of the city. So right up there, you might see a shorter building that's kind of closer to me. That is the Harris Theater. That's where they're doing the tour here in Chicago. Let's see if we can get ourselves through here. Hopefully we don't have anybody honking at us. People around here can definitely get very horn happy. One thing that's crazy to think about is there's actually, I think there's actually a road underneath me right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so right here is the Harris Theater, and what are we doing? Alright, just a simple U-turn. Let's see if we can pull out here. I believe this is Randolph. No U-turn. Okay. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's see, right here is Michigan Avenue. Not 100% sure if this is the Mag Mile over here or not. I just know, regardless of what part of Michigan Avenue this is called, it's too expensive for me. That is for sure. And for some wondering, this is the loop of Chicago. And we'll end up going through, we might end up going through the South Loop. We'll have to see in a second. So I think my next plan of action is to probably, I'm gonna hang a left here on, what is this? On Michigan Avenue, and then probably hang a right on probably Ida B. Wells Drive, which will take me to the Jane Byrne interchange, which will get me onto the Dan Ryan eventually. Take it easy around these. Here, let me get in the right lane. Gotta watch out for these buses. Anybody coming to Chicago, watch out for these buses. They do not care, and they will get in front of you. So best course of action is just keep going. Just ride the bumper of whoever is in front of you, and just go. Because these guys stop at every single stop, so usually try and stay in the left or middle lane. If you're gonna be in the middle lane, try and hold your ground against the buses. Unfortunately, looks like I'm gonna lose because this guy wants to make a turn. Okay. Weird. So now I'm stuck behind this guy. We have street performers. I hope none of that is copyrighted. Crazy to think, like, there's just so many people here. This is where I think over half of Chicago's residents live. And some of these people, they're tourists, other ones, they live here, other ones, they work here, they play here. It's crazy to think about. So this here is Madison. This is the north-south divide with Chicago. So I'm now officially on the south side of Chicago. Let's see, what road is this? This is Monroe Street? I think I need to keep going. Over here, if some are wondering, this is the Art Institute of Chicago. Pretty prestigious art school. At least as far as I know. And looks like we have a bus that's just gonna stop in the middle lane. Weird stuff happens around here all the time. Ah, it's because of this car right here. Is using his old Chicago parking pass. There's nobody in it. All right, here's Adams. Got a billboard bus. Another thing too that I'd like to mention is right here is actually the start of the historic Route 66, which starts right here at Michigan and Adams, right in front of the Art Institute. And if you follow it, it'll take you all the way down to LA. It's crazy to think about. These places love their address. They got it in big letters. There's Jackson. Another thing to note, you gotta be vigilant. It's one thing that I feel like everybody that drives in the city can't stress enough is you have to be on your toes. You always have to be looking over your shoulder, because you never know when somebody will jump out in front of you. Like the taxi started coming in my lane. I wasn't sure if he was gonna come all the way over in front of me, so I just quick tap on the horn, hit the brakes, and he went back over. So, you know, it's best to not road rage around here, because there's really no point. See, here's Van Buren. I believe the next light is Ida B. Wells, where I need to turn on. Let's see. Yep, Ida B. Wells Drive, 500 South. Now we just crank it over here. We get to see a little bit more too. So right here, this bridge, that's actually for the L, or also known as the elevated train line. It's kind of a staple of Chicago, and you actually can drive directly underneath the L. I guess until you hit that point, and then it goes all the way up. So I was kind of on the outer loop, but now I'm gonna be on the inner loop. And the loop is usually defined by the L, because this just loops around this downtown area. Green LeSabre, never seen one of those before. And a tan Golf. I see interesting things here. Alright, and away we go. So, yep, there's the L. I believe this is Wabash we just passed, and we're coming up to State Street, which is the east-west divide of Chicago. So I'm currently on the east side, and now I'm going to be over on the west side. And up there, you can see, we're actually going to go underneath the Chicago Stock Exchange, and I think it's over this way is the Sears Tower. Yep, there it is. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. The camera's up higher than my actual eyes are. See if we can beat this light really quick. There we go. And then just kind of hug the right lane. Oop, that's a red light. Just paying attention to traffic all the way up there, not what was right here. Silly me. Honestly, I have no clue what goes on here at the stock exchange. I just know it exists. Nothing much more. One thing that I figured out is small cars, there's a reason why people love small cars in the cities, because they fit anywhere. Whether you're merging, whether you're parking, they fit anywhere. I was up here a few days ago with family members' Chevy Sonic, and this is sedan Sonic, so it's not the smallest one, but it was still really nice. 'Cause it fit anywhere, it had good throttle response, and you know, if you put the pedal down, it would go anywhere you wanted it to. Looking like that's for 290, which I'm not going on 290. I'm going on 9094, which we'll see signs for in a second. You can see for Indiana, that's where I'm trying to go. Trying to get away from the city. I don't like it. We also just went over the Chicago River. Let's see, I gotta get over, and then I gotta slow down just a little bit. It's a 30-mile-an-hour ramp doing about 45. I can go into about 40. I think, yeah, up here is where it gets a little bit tighter. So I'm technically going on 9094 East right now. So I'm also in the Jane Byrne interchange. I don't know why it has a name, probably because it's so complicated. But it exists, and I just went on it, and there's a lot of traffic. Yay. Well, looks like I will be staying on here for a little bit, because I don't feel like going back in the city to try and avoid traffic. And it usually lightens up. Kinda gotta get our way in. Usually happens because people will want to get on I-55 and they don't merge in a good way, and it just slows everybody else down. See, it's one thing I don't like about the city is you have to like shove yourself in everywhere. Some people let you in, but it's rare. Just trying to hit the, keep it in the hammer lane, because though the left lanes here turn into the Dan Ryan's express lanes. So, and I gotta haul the Dan Ryan all the way until it ends pretty much, and it turns to the Bishop Ford. So now I could get home. See, at least we're rolling. Usually traffic's a lot worse, doing about 10 miles an hour. We're doing 45 and accelerating right now. And I think that's probably because the Stevenson and 18th Street are splitting off, so we're losing a bunch of traffic. Because right now we have people from the city, people from the north side that will jump on 9094, and they'll want to go like southwest. So they'll get on the Stevenson Expressway because it's not toll road. And also that takes you to Lakeshore Drive, which pretty much will get you, Lakeshore Drive is all the way east in terms of the loop. It literally sits on the lakeshore, hence its name. Wow, just look at all that traffic though. Glad I'm, like, that's probably going maybe 10, 15 miles an hour, and we're over here cruising nicely doing 65. Don't have much to complain about. And for some of you that might have seen the review I did on this car, this is just proof here that this car cruises really well, especially on the highway. I've been driving for about, I'd say about 3 hours now. I ran to Indiana, did something there, and then came back up and went to the city. And I've been doing mostly highway, and this thing has just been cruising along with mostly highway miles. I've been getting 23.2 miles to the gallon. It was 25.8 before I got into the city. So, but again, 23.2 for a almost 5-liter V8, you know, that's really not bad. Look, we got somebody wants to use the express lanes at the last second. That's the kind of stuff that slows traffic down, and it really gets on my nerves sometimes. Because if everybody drove more consciously, then traffic would be so much better. So one problem is, like, even if you're in stop and go traffic, there's a lot of people that will want to be up against, you know, somebody's bumper, and then the guy in front of them hit the brakes, and then they hit the brakes too much and maybe come to a stop, and that just causes a ripple effect. And actually I do plan to talk about that in a future video. And right here actually is the CTA red line. It's going about 60 miles an hour right now down the tracks. And I got some good brakes on that. They're just doing 60, and now they're stopping at the 35th Street station. Seems like everybody wants me to pick up my pace a little bit. Yeah, so right here is the Dan Ryan Expressway. I'm currently in the express lanes. Over there's the locals. And unfortunately, the express lanes don't last forever. They only last until about 71st Street, and then they merge with the locals. And the problem is right now, For some reason, I-57 gets backed up, especially around this time. It's about 2 p.m. 57 will get backed up, and that will bleed onto the Dan Ryan. And if you're hitting the Dan Ryan at about 4:30, you'll be sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic from 55th Street all the way down until you hit the Bishop Ford. And it actually looks like it's bad today. Even though it's a Saturday, it's getting bad. We're down below 50. As long as we stay rolling, then there's no problem. That's the important thing, is if we stay rolling, then we're good. We can keep the gas mileage up, we can just cruise, as long as we're not stopping and going. Because that's really when traffic gets aggravating, is when you're constantly having to switch pedals. Problem is right now is I'm only at 47th Street, and I've got to get a long way. I've got to go in well into the hundreds, and that's still another 7 or 8 miles in a straight line. Well, as long as we're not doing 7 to 8 miles an hour, then it won't take us an hour to get down there. But it seems like with how it's rolling, doing about 35, between 30 and 35 right now, we seem to be doing pretty well, which I can't really complain all that much. But anyways, while I sit in traffic, I think it'll be a good time to end the video, because we all know nobody wants to just see me sit in traffic. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't worry, more videos are coming. I just need to get a little bit of time to myself and whatnot, a little bit more free time. And if you guys have any feedback, I want to know, what would you guys think of more vlog style videos? Please leave a comment. I want to hear from you guys, and I always respond to comments as soon as I see them, and I'm very understanding on what my viewers want to see. So if there's anything certain that you guys want to see, have at it, leave in the comments. I will say some great things are still on the way. This thing needs an oil change, so you guys might see some content on that. But yeah, so again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.